Y'all should go to the big event.
What the fuck?
It's a bowling alley.
Oh. I'm like, this nigga was talking like it was like some like cult
right?
shit. Like, yeah, y'all going to the big event?
That dude sound like some.
You gotta go to the big event. Like, what big event? Nigga, it's the end of the
and
world.
Girls kissing and shit.
Whoa, what?
You said the big event, not the big orgy.
Yeah, that shit is in Cherry Hill. It's like $5 Henny and Cokes.
It's about the big event.
Yeah, in Cherry Hill. And they got the joint in Philly.
Them shit's recording.
Yeah.
We on?
Yeah, we good. We on.
No apology.
Yeah, man. No apology. We're back for another week. Oh, by the way, before we start, one of these Saturdays in the next like week, 2 weeks that are coming up, we got to shoot 2 episodes.
Oh, because you going?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here October 27th.
I'm not either.
So.
Not this shit again.
Nah. But we're not stopping.
I'm gonna still be here.
We not stopping. We holding it down.
I'm still gonna be here.
I want to make sure we do an episode. We do a topic that doesn't have to do anything with anything current. We just go in about some shit for a whole episode. We drop that shit that week because I'm not gonna be here for shoot day. That's all. So let's do it.
We should go on live when if you got any free time that day.
That's gonna be the day.
Oh, that's the day. That Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, facts.
Yeah.
Well, Sunday if everybody free. Oh no, you can only FaceTime. I mean Instagram one person.
Oh,
alright.
Yeah, they should have like a couple people type shit, like 3, 4. That'd be wrong on Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram doing talking over like FaceTime ish, whatever you call it, like doing live with somebody else. That shit is fire. I did it with Beeman. That shit was dope.
I was on there.
Yeah, remember that shit? Yeah, that shit was dope. Like, cause like it's like you FaceTiming a nigga, but like everybody's watching you, so everybody's like commenting on your conversation. I don't know, it's weird.
Oh yeah,
like if you think about it, like you could really just like hit a nigga up on FaceTime real quick, and I mean not FaceTime, on Instagram live, and like talk to that nigga and like like if y'all really about to chop it about some goofy ass shit. But like you don't have to acknowledge the people that are commenting on the shit. You just have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're talking to words, like or talking to like your phone. You really talking to another person. So like it's way more interesting. I just explained the advantages of Instagram Live with multiple people, like a fucking dweeb ass advertising ass nigga. But
I want to take the time to shout out us.
I forgot we was recording.
Now. Yeah, I want to take the time to shout out us right now because I don't feel like anybody's doing what we do right now. Like we young niggas get into it. Am I talking to the mic? Y'all can hear me? Okay. We ain't even mic check 1 2 1 2. None of that. But yeah,
I don't think I haven't touched it since the last episode. So
hey yo, but nah. Yeah, I don't think nobody doing this shit, and I really want people to stop comparing us to whoever and other platforms and shit like that. Like we young niggas, like anybody that you could possibly compare us to, they older than us. They're inspiring. They might be inspiring whoever you see, whether it's famous people or just regular people just doing they want to.
We just talking our shit.
Yeah, we really like stand out with this shit. We really do our thing. We passionate about this. Days off, this is our job for real. I feel like this is my job, honestly, truly. So
talk to him.
You feel me?
Holla at him.
Yeah, man. Big ups to the crew.
Yo, big ups. Big
it's
ups.
Not really a crew, but
it's a skeleton crew.
It is.
Big ups to Tyler for holding down the camera.
Holding the camera down at all times.
Me and the real.
We gotta get you back on camera too.
Yeah, we do. Dude, might be able to do it today since you got the suit on and shit. You got the flyness on. Yeah, I mean, I might have to take my seat. I might have to get up. I have to raise a nigga.
You got something to talk about? Pause.
Tyler always got something to talk about. Yeah, you do. You gotta get it out.
Nah, so but before I get into my yesterday, how was y'all Friday? I seen you was out with Carmega.
Yeah, me and Carmega got fucked up at the bar, yelling at each other, talking about hip hop. It was fun.
Tyler, how was you?
Friday, bro. Fucking 16 hours just.
Damn.
Corporate black man.
Corporate black man. Corporate slave. You know that niggas can't read. Throwing contracts me.
Nah, so my Friday was kind of interesting.
Oh, here we go.
We spoke about this off camera, but I'll do it again.
Story mode.
So I was at Dave & Buster's yesterday.
Slit.
And, you know.
Shout out to the arcade.
You feel me? I'm a little drizzed off the...
Shout out to the wing.
Shout out to the Strong Island Peach tea.
Okay.
Had 2 of them damn things.
Sippy.
You feel me?
Huh?
Was down to Boogie Oogie. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm hungover as fuck, by the way.
But nah, so like, I see like this... I'm walking around like, you know, around the games and shit. I see this nigga with like mad chains on, like shining. I'm talking about bling bling. Master P. That's not Master P, is it?
Nah, that's Lil Wayne.
That's Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Ironic, the nigga look like Lil Wayne. But I'm like, yo, who the fuck got all these chains on? I look at the nigga, and it's Lil Uzi.
Just in Dave &
Just
Buster's.
in the cut, no security. Looking like a kid.
Just playing games.
Like
throwing coins in the shit, trying to get tickets.
He hopped on, you know, like the motorcycle game they got.
Yeah.
He hopped on that joint. Was like he was about to really ride a motorcycle. He looked scared for real.
What do you mean?
Like
He looks scared.
Bro, he looked scared.
Like scared of what? Like scared of life?
Like
scared like, oh man.
all his friends was dead type.
Oh,
Scared.
shit.
Yo. Yo, I don't know if he being dead ass or not. Yo. Like I don't know. Like yo,
My
Shaq
girl
got
was-
this thing. Shaq got this
Aight,
thing. Yo,
he
like
looked
we're
good
like.
Go ahead,
Yo,
go ahead.
like Shaq is really good at keeping a straight face or like just like being mad sarcastic. So like he'll like I don't know, like sometimes he'll say stupid shit and I'll be like, yo, is he really mean that or like does he know that stupid shit? Cause it's like he like really be on the borderline of like sarcasm and satire and like he lives there. So like this nigga will like look you dead in your eyes and say some shit and you be like, yeah, and you be like, yo, should I be like agreeing with this nigga or like
Yo,
is he
dead
playing
ass.
me right now?
All jokes aside,
So
that
he really
nigga-
he looked scared for real.
my girl will co-sign.
You didn't say that. All right, my
My
question
girl
is, you didn't say that. You didn't say that just so you could say that it looked like all of his friends were dead, right?
Nah.
Okay. I was like, wait, did he just say that
Nah.
to say that or?
But no, like dead ass, he looked scared. You feel
That's
me?
crazy.
I was worried.
I mean, it's in
like,
Philly,
what's
right?
up?
So-
Yeah, it was. But I don't think he was. That's his hometown. Like, he
Yeah.
ain't worried about that. But like, it was just weird. Tyler asked that I, dap him up. Of course not.
Why not? Did you have opportunity? Like,
Oh hell, we damn near brush shoulders for
Yeah.
real. Like,
He's about to kiss him.
what? Yo, this nigga be saying.
how your mind work, bro?
Bro, you don't want to know, bro.
I don't honestly, but
That's crazy.
yeah, I didn't speak to the nigga. Like, he's a celeb.
Wait, I have a weird
He's-
question.
Yeah,
Damn. Did he smell good?
didn't get a chance to smell him.
Okay.
If I did,
I think I was thought because you brushed shoulder. I almost.
oh no.
brushed shoulders.
I mean,
thought, like, oh, you
if I
might have
did
got a whiff.
smell him, I'm sure he
Like,
was
did-
probably
was he-
smell like weed or something.
Okay. Or trash. Or maybe smell good. Maybe smell like a fragrance. And they could be wearing silks and shit. Maybe he smells good. I don't know.
And kilts and
Yeah, fucking, bras and shit. I fuck with Uzi.
yeah, but that was my Friday.
That's dope. That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, Tyler's whole ass with a fucking.
Because he's like mad famous. It'd be different if he was just like popular.
Tyler's whole ass with a took a picture with him and shit, with his business suit on.
Right, be like this. He'd be like this. Here, ready? Shake my hand. Tyler,
The hand on his shoulder.
Tyler, yeah, he get the presidential just the whole. Nigga would have been in that shit.
You don't want to seem like
On
a
that.
hoe ass nigga, but you want to be excited to see him at the same time.
He would have
So
definitely been
that's,
on
that's
some
presidential
campaign
type shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta keep it PC at all times.
I wish they could see his suit right now.
I'm gonna get Tyler. Look, I'm gonna get Tyler to sit down in this seat and
Facts.
talk some shit today. All right, you deserve to be in front of the camera today. All right, you deserve to be in front of the camera every day, but today I'm gonna get out my seat and after we talk a little bit, I'm gonna let you talk your shit, get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? You got the watch on. Yo, you see my man's you know what's crazy about Tyler's outfit right now? I can't wait for y'all to see it. Tyler's outfit right now looks like he works for John Gotti.
That nigga like
Because
bitch, I will kill
He
you.
looked like he worked for like Frank Lucas.
Bitch.
Bro, look at it. He got like the short, like the 1/3 turtleneck on. Like it's not a real. It's like it's like a little like a grandfather collar. Like you know what I'm saying? He looked like
All you gotta do is unbutton your cufflinks one time and button them back up, and I'm scared.
he looked like Ghost in the first episode of Power.
Roll your sleeves up,
Ghost
and I'm
in the
scared,
basement.
bro.
Yeah, I'll never forget my introduction to Power was from my dad. He's like, yo, did you see that new show on Stars? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, I forgot what it's called. He's like, it was crazy. The guy was running a club, and he goes down the basement of the club, and he fucking kills a guy. And I was like, yeah, it was like, then he starts talking about dealing drugs and shit. Then he goes back up, and he's just a real nice guy selling, running this club. And I'm like, what? And then like a week later, like somebody else was like, yo, you saw Power? And I was like, no. So I started to watch it, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, my dad saw Power? And he was talking about Power?
Power.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of my like fashion and inspiration comes from that show. Ghost suits be crazy, man. I love ghost suits.
I like Tommy's fits.
I do, but
It's like
I feel
tech shit.
The last
I could see that.
feel
I
like
could
he
see the
had
Ghost
same
influence.
Yeah.
I feel like he had the same shit on.
But that shit is not Ghost. Ghost don't dress like that.
Nah.
Nah,
You
Ghost-
really look like a mobster right now.
I feel like one.
Or you're like a Hispanic tap dancer or something.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Enrique.
Throwing the shit out of it.
Enrique.
Yo, what we talking about today, man? How far are we in here? We 11 minutes in? We ain't talking about nothing. Well, we talk about the Uzi shit.
Yeah, but current.
Well,
Some current shit. We got
fucking
albums.
Kevin Hart and fucking we got albums.
we
We
got
got Kevin Hart,
and Cat
Williams,
Bill Cosby and Jerry.
fake
Oh, Bill
duking it out. Bill
Cosby.
Cosby just got locked up.
Let's talk about Bill Cosby first.
All right.
So,
Do you feel like
wait, for the people that don't know,
people know?
and some people might not pay, they might not pay attention to that.
Google Bill Cosby. You don't have to type nothing else.
What do you got? 2 to 10?
He got 3 to 10.
3 to 10? All right.
Bill Cosby got 3 to 10 years in prison. We just never talked about this, so I don't know. How do you feel about this entire situation? Like, how do you feel about, are you a person that believes that he's guilty? I mean, he got convicted, so I'm going to assume he's guilty. I think he's guilty. I think he's guilty of more than what he was convicted for.
And you think he's
Because he only went to jail for one person. He's only going to jail for one person that they have evidence of and shit.
and he got accused by
Like everybody. So, damn. Like if they ever find anything else about anybody, like it's a wrap. Like if they find anything else, that's one person. He got 3 to 10.
yeah.
But then I see people like saying shit, and I want to ask,
Yeah.
like I see people saying things along the lines of like, oh, like why are they, why are they putting this old ass man in prison, this and that, and then there's people saying like I saw some crazy shit, like Amber
Nah,
Rose.
dude.
Said
We can
some
talk about
crazy
that
shit.
too.
But yeah, I want to know like what do you
You-
think about? What's your perspective?
I mean, not to. I'll answer, but the full story, like from beginning to end, I'm not that, like informative on it. But
Yeah.
I do know he was accused by so many women that it was like, you got to be a rapist. I don't. Obviously, rape is wrong, but I feel like it's true that women are scared to come out because the backlash and people trying to make fun of them and stuff like that. But on the other hand, we all know in this room, none of us are celebrities, but we all know in this room that a girl has tried to finesse you and make up some shit about you. So, you look crazy out in the world and shit. So it's a crazy side. If I had to really answer the question, yeah, I believe that he did. Like, it may not have been consensual for one person at least. I mean, Quaaludes back in the day, that was their thing. You feel me? I mean, but it is Bill Cosby. I don't think it was hard for him to get pussy. So I don't think he would have,
I don't think that's the point. The reason why he would do it. I think that it was his thing.
That was his thing. Okay.
I feel like
I
think
don't
from
know.
what I've
Yeah.
heard, I've heard some of the stories, some of the testimonies, etc. And it sounds like that was how he got off. He didn't like it he didn't really like it like that if he had like to do it that way.
I don't really,
which is nasty as fuck.
It's touchy.
That shit is nasty, and I don't want to get into the details of it. I just wanted to know because I hear a lot of different perspectives on him going to prison and how people feel about it, and it's interesting because for me it's simple. Like you commit a crime, you get punished for it. I don't care how old you are. That's justice. If we letting people get off of shit because of their age, or giving leniency because of their age, what is this shit? Like, what's justice? What's the point? And I feel like he's not alone. There should be a lot of people going to jail.
I did see the Amber Rose shit. She basically
said that he should die when he gets out of prison. He's just like, and I'm like, yo, I understand that, I'm with you. Like, man's as nasty as fuck, but like, wishing death on people is wild. I mean, that's just me. And, but I've also never been a victim of those situations. I just feel like it's the whole thing. People, I get asked about it. I think I was talking to my father about it, and he brought it up a while ago or some shit like that. And I just realized it gets to a point in certain situations where you don't have enough experience and you don't have enough information. I have to take it as what it is. If somebody tells me, yo, so-and-so did so-and-so did something, and like you really have like these mental effects, you really have these, you're really going through something that heavy, like I'm gonna believe it. And especially if they get evidence and you go to jail over it, like how do you know what I mean? Like there's people saying like, nah, that nigga innocent still, and I'm like, bro, well, he in jail.
Okay, so I
understand exactly what you're saying about like with like people framing people and shit. And there's a lot of conspiracy with like the people are saying like, oh, he was set up and the media is trying to put him away and shit. And it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's the weird. I usually have a lot of opinion on things, but like this is a point where I'm just like, bro, for me it's so simple. Yeah. Like you did it. Like you nasty. Like
if you did it, you did it.
You did it. Jail, like he in jail, and all right.
Let that man live his life in jail. And when he get out, that's why that's why they're supposed to have jail, so people learn from their mistakes. And they come out rehabilitated. I mean, that don't always work like that, but
okay, so you don't, all right. I think it's obvious, so we don't believe in rehabilitation being a jail thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Somebody had a weird scenario I read on the internet, but I don't think it really holds any validity to the situation at hand, but I'll share it. Somebody basically was saying, like, if you were intoxicated and a girl was intoxicated and y'all had sex, like, would you be able to say that you were raped?
As a man?
Yes.
Yeah. It's happened.
I'm saying if it was consensual, could I then be able to say that it was rape?
So there's a lot of,
because you're intoxicated.
But this is the thing. But there's a lot of things.
Y'all both.
Yeah, but he's talking about socially, and there's a lot of things socially that there's a double standard. There's always going to be a double standard in situations when it comes between men and women, because as a society we have built these kind of types of versions of people. Like when you look at a man, you expect like there's not a lot of we don't as men, we're not given the same protections or given the same hassles that a lot of women have. Those I know. We all have women in our lives. They go through a lot of bullshit that I never have to go through that. I never have to go through shit like that.
Facts.
And but at the same time, there's things that they're protected from that we will never get protected from. So there's a lot of double standards of things that don't happen. If a guy comes out and says, "Yo, I was raped, I was groped, I was touched," like Terry Crews, it said he came out and went in front of court and said like, "Man, this happened to me, this and that," and they're sitting there talking to him like, "You should have put this nigga." A big, pretty much, and they didn't say this in quotes, but like, "You're a big black man. Why didn't you do anything to him?" And he's like, "It's expected for me to do." That's a whole different conversation, but people won't believe you as a man. Okay, if Shia LaBeouf said that he was raped, and everybody's like, "Get the fuck out of here," and it's like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's always been crazy to me.
So you agree then? Like, well, I didn't say it, whether I agree
Yeah,
with
that
this
there's
saying,
a double standard.
You would
Yeah.
that it would be like looking at crazy, like, yo, you was raped. Like,
Yeah, but you could definitely say you was right.
yeah.
But it's just a matter of fact of if people are gonna believe you or if people are gonna, you know. I think it is definitely different. I'm not, you know, I don't think none of us are naive enough to think like you can just everybody has it equally. It's not true. People aren't treated the same. And it's very hypocritical of our society. But that's me as a man and shit. So
I think
that's crazy.
Hypocritical. I think that's a good segue into the next topic.
Run it up.
The Kevin Hart and Cat Williams debacle feud.
Hold up. Before we go, I just remember that, you know, you ever seen that meme, that Bill Cosby shit from the episode of The Cosby Show when he was talking about his barbecue sauce?
No.
It's the Yo, that is the creepiest fucking shit. Hold up.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Once people get a taste of my sauce,
It's on the show, my G. It's from the show. I know it's gonna be up there. Hold up. Where this creepy ass nigga at? Look at this shit.
Well, it certainly is nice to see them work things out for themselves.
Never work anything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue sauce?
Nigga's nasty as
After a while,
fuck,
when
bro.
it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy.
Oh, stop.
I'm dead serious. Haven't you ever noticed that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home? Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table and I got a cup of it, I said. Left it up there breathing. Why don't you give the chicken to these people that's going up and have some sauce?
I ain't gonna hold that nigga did all that shit, bro. Yo. After seeing that, he did all that
My
shit,
G.
bro.
My G, like, come
That's
on,
the most
dog.
creepiest shit I've
Come
seen in a
on,
long
dog. You know what's
time.
crazy? When that clip started rotating around, it was like a year ago that clip started going around. I remember seeing the episode, and I didn't think nothing of it. It's like, oh man, this sauce is lit. Pause. Seeing that, I was like, oh damn, I didn't even think about that. Nigga was crunching the Quaaludes into the sauce. All right, anyway.
Yo, put your phone on silent, man.
Yeah, I don't
shit was on sound. Why so loud right now?
know.
But yeah,
Yeah, man. So Cat Williams and Kevin Hart are not battling, but Cat Williams wants all the smoke. And who you got? Real quick. Who you got?
I'm taking Cat.
I'm taking Cat. What you got, Tyler? You taking Cat?
Taking Cat.
The aggressor is always taking that first. If Kevin, see, the thing is, my thing is with Kevin Hart. I don't think Kevin Hart's that funny.
Nah.
Like stand up. Like he's a funny dude.
No,
like,
no.
If I see him, like, you know, when I see him say some shit, or I like some of his YouTube shit that he does, he's a funny dude when he talks to people. You know what I'm saying? He's a funny guy, but as like a stand up comedian,
Allow him to not.
I feel like he not.
No, allow him to not move. Allow him to have a stool
Sit down
and
and talk
sit
shit.
on the stool
That ain't
and
his
just
gig.
sit.
Yeah, that ain't his game.
He's not flying.
I don't think he's not that funny. He's very theatrical though.
Yeah, that's you got to move around. And
That cat, I fuck with that shit. Cat Williams said. You see the shit that he said, where he was like, he's like, I'm gonna be in Philly. I'm gonna be doing the stadium. We can get a
That's
fucking
old.
put a basketball. That
Yeah,
shit.
that's old.
That was old.
That's years. That's when I don't know if you remember when he got
Word?
jumped. Yeah, when he got jumped by Beanie Siegel and them crew.
He said that to Kevin Hart, didn't?
Yeah. Oh, that shit.
Yo,
that
I'm
shit
trash.
is old.
My bad.
that
I thought that
shit
was
is
new.
Nah, that shit is. These
Because
niggas
it just
been
popped up
beefing.
on my shit. Yeah, I ain't
These
even know
niggas
that.
been. But the
See,
hypocritical part that I was getting at,
Yeah.
it's hypocritical because not even with just them, but like in any industry or just like a people. I'm black, so I'm gonna just talk about black people right now.
Fuck it.
We parade around like we try to like be kumbaya all together, all is one type of shit. But you know, you don't really don't support each other like that. If you could choose to, you know, be above someone of your own color, somebody would do that. And especially in that industry right there, like they say, he made a good point. That nigga Cat, he won an Emmy or something off of whatever movie he was in with Tiffany Haddish. Nobody was posting about that. Nobody was supporting him. Like, yeah. But everybody, as soon as some negative should come out, like, oh, Cat's on drugs. Cat's doing this.
He everywhere.
He everywhere. Kevin Hart on the Breakfast Club saying that man do drugs. Him and Mike Epps. But you don't know the man life. We don't know what they do in their free time. But you know what they look like on social media.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's hypocritical on Kev's part because, like, you go around helping these people and helping this and helping them. But, like, I just feel like as a, you know, comedy is a competition, whether you see it or not. But I feel like they're stronger together because, I mean, movies, like Mike Epps and Cat Williams, they started with what, Friday? Next Friday? Or Friday after next, right?
Cat Williams.
He was in Friday after next.
That was his first movie.
Well,
are you sure about that?
No, that wasn't Mike Epps' first movie.
Are you sure about that?
Cat
Cat Williams?
But they was together in that joint. That was a funny ass movie. Imagine if they decided to make their own movie, funded it themselves, black owned. You up to something here?
Cat Williams say he owns all of his shit,
and
Kevin Hart
said
don't.
that's a lie.
That's what he says.
Kevin Hart said it was a lie on Breakfast Club. How you know who owns that man shit? Why you so focused on that man Cat? Why he so focused? He said, nah, that's a lie.
I think what re-sparked it up was Cat Williams talking about Tiffany Haddish saying that she's not a true comedian or some shit.
Yeah.
And
I watched her stand up. She's
yeah.
not that funny though.
I don't think she's that funny either, but whatever. I mean, she went with Kevin Hart, who's not that funny. So
Yeah.
you know, hey, get the bag.
A bunch of not funny motherfuckers getting the bag.
Hey, yo, get the bag. Like I ain't in your way. Ain't nobody in the way. But you know, I do disagree with the fact that Cat Williams say that shit because it's like, nigga, why do you feel the need to put somebody down right now?
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel the need to do that?
That's what I'm saying. It's both. Everybody has a part in this whole support shit. Like Kevin Hart, he don't really like do too. I mean, he does that that comedy thing. I don't know if y'all seen that shit on Comedy Central, where he like building up other like the young comics and shit.
Yeah. But he been doing that.
Yeah. And then Cat,
he has his own like comedy like Laugh Out Loud network where he like signs like comedians and shit to it, and it's dope.
but those are people that are on the come up. When it's people that's level eye with you, it's a battle. It's not. Let me help
them
you.
niggas. I agree. Them niggas need to. Them niggas need to go at it, bro. Like as a rap nigga,
They need to squabble up.
end
Right?
of the day, battle it up.
Play basketball, shoot the fair one.
Not you ain't even got to do that. Just battle. Just get on stage. Get on stage in front. Yo, you know how much money they would make on some like Floyd Mayweather fucking McGregor shit. Like, yo, everybody know y'all niggas don't fuck with each other. Y'all niggas are vocal artists. Y'all are comedians. Make us laugh. Like
If they not already
like roast
setting
each
that
other
up, that's
on
crazy.
stage 1-on-1 on some battle shit.
If they not already setting that up, like they're fucking stupid.
That's what bothers me with this whole shit. It's like, bro, like comedians having beef, first of all, it's hilarious. Haha, get it? Comedians having beef is funny. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to see y'all niggas talk shit on Instagram. That's not funny.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to be funny.
Y'all got a fucking
Y'all yelling on Instagram and yelling on Breakfast Club and yo, nigga, you on drugs. None of that is funny. You know what was funny? That video of Cat Williams in Atlanta, where he was at the radio station fucking firing that woman up.
I watched that
Wanda
shit at least 20 times.
That shit is hilarious, bro.
I watched that at least 20 times.
That's what
Got her husband on him.
yeah. Try to snuff that nigga.
How you try to come at him and you can't take the joke?
She was coming at that nigga.
She was coming at him first. He was playing it cool. He wasn't even there to be interviewed.
Bruh, that nigga went off.
I heard the backstories on that shit.
Kevin
bro.
Hart don't want the smoke.
I heard the back, bro. She was coming at that nigga like before they even got on camera.
Yo, Kevin Hart don't want the smoke, bro. Gotta get that nigga on a 1-on-1
Oh yeah,
with the comedy shit.
I feel like that.
Wow, I've seen Kevin Hart.
It'll never happen because Kevin Hart's too rich. He has too many he has too much to lose. because he will lose.
Yeah.
He has too much of it to lose. He has so much money. He is so rich and so successful, and he doesn't see Cat as an equal. So it's never gonna happen. And that's another thing is ego and pride and business and all this other shit. But my thing is like, man, put that shit aside and just get the bars off. Why did my fucking computer go on? All right, we good.
Comedy beef.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do comedy, like, you know what I'm saying? When does that ever happen? Like, when have you ever seen two comedians that have issues with each other, like, stand up, battle it out? Like, that would be crazy fire. Can you imagine that big ass stage and y'all niggas is trading jokes?
It's not
talking
normal,
shit.
That's why.
That
But
needs
that'd
that
be
needs
more
to
profitable.
like, but you can imagine it in your head. Like, that would be hilarious, bro.
It'd be more
you really see
profitable
niggas at their
for
best. It kind of remind me of like producers doing beat battles. That whole shit Swiss Beat started doing. Like, he going around like, nigga, I bad it. Like, that shit is hard as fuck. Like, when I first heard it, I was like, how you gonna do a beat battle? Like, I've seen niggas do beat battles before, but on a level like that where like you have classic records and hip hop in this culture.
It depends on what level we on, bro.
And
What if niggas want to squabble? I don't want jokes.
Like I've and like, you know, like we see niggas like you can, you know, we've been roasting all of our lives. Like, we've been roasting each other all of our lives as friends. Like, nigga, you all knucklehead looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't never not like a nigga and you roasting.
Right, but that's the thing, like, it's all based off of like, and I look at it, especially because they're black comedians, I look at it very closely to like hip hop culture, where hip hop culture, you know, we started battling. Yeah, that's how we settled differences to keep, you know, hip hop was really a thing that avoided a lot of violence, because nigga, I was able to talk my shit in the group, and it was like, whoever wins this rap battle wins. Like, we don't have to throw hands, we ain't got to shoot each other, we could just spit bars, and you know what I'm saying, I'm better than you, your shoes stuck, yeah, you know, all the other shit.
Alright, so
and
there used to be a show called Roast Battle. Niggas would go in there and roast each other.
On what channel?
Comedy Central.
Okay.
They would like
roast battle on Comedy Central.
flame each other.
All right, but that's still not. But like,
They need to let Kevin Hart and
they need to do Netflix or somebody needs to throw in like
The bag.
$50 to $100
The
million
bag.
dollars. And not on some, and you know what I'm saying, like, it needs to be on some like on some
winner
boxing match
wins
type
more.
shit, and these motherfuckers get into a stadium, fill up that bitch, and do a special where they roast each other for a fucking hour. Take my money.
It doesn't even have to be
Take
roasting
my
each
money.
other. Just tell jokes. Whoever
It could be, but you know, it won't be
Yeah,
that
yeah,
listening
yeah,
to.
yeah,
But you know what I'm saying, like, take my money. Like, that energy is crazy fire, because y'all really gonna settle the difference on stage, and everybody, and niggas is getting paid. Get money. Do what you do best. At the same time, and be adversaries if need be. If that's what y'all are, be adversaries. I think that should be raw as fuck.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that with not even just them. I feel like that would spark so many different other things that would come out of comedy.
But it's not that many beefs. I don't think it's really.
There isn't. But you say comedy's competitive.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
But not to their extent. Them niggas,
Nah.
they got some deeper shit.
they got real shit going on. Yeah.
I mean, Mike Epps was beefing with Kevin Hart the same way.
Yeah, but Mike Epps don't. Yeah, but nah.
That's more of a jealousy thing.
Mike
I
Epps.
feel like.
Yeah, Mike Epps. I feel like Mike Epps shit is not. Mike Epps shit is more innocent. Mike Epps shit is more jealousy and competition. Kevin Hart and Cat Williams don't fuck with each other as men.
Yeah.
Mike Epps, I don't feel like Mike Epps feels
They
that way about
morals
Kevin
are
Hart.
different. Like
He don't. They don't fuck with each other
Yeah.
as men. That's
Yeah.
why this whole beef is different than like the Mike Epps shit. Because them niggas was Mike. They would argue. You know, they would. You know, Mike Epps would just make jokes on his Instagram, like, yo, Kevin Hart short ass. Get the fuck. You know what I'm saying? He would talk shit about him, and yeah, it was like he obviously didn't fuck with him, but you could tell it was based off of comedy. It had nothing to do with who he was as a man. This shit is Cat Williams and Kevin Hart don't fuck with each other as men. Fuck comedy. What I'm saying is, put that aside. Y'all are two successful black men, or two iconic black men in this in this culture. Get money. Get on stage. Find a bag. Figure something out. If y'all fucking agents, managers, I don't know how none of that shit works, but I just think that there's a better way to handle this, and there's a way to capitalize off of me seeing your ugly ass faces every day on Instagram story.
I'm fucking, getting tired of people, not even people, because these are celebrities, going on fucking Instagram, going on fucking radio. I mean, obviously you have something to promote, so I mean that's why some of them do it. That shit is fucking annoying. Motherfucking adults fucking going on social media to address people. Like, that shit is so fucking corny to me. Like, it's a waste of fucking energy, waste of time. Y'all have millions of dollars and y'all worried about what the next person is doing, who owns their shit. how much money did they make on tour? What does that do for anybody?
It brings them attention, and a lot of you get money, but this
a quick phone call is
can I give
healthy.
you an example? I'll give you it is, and I'll give you an example because I agree with you. And all right, here we go. Ready? 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine, when he was beefing with Casanova. And they beefed, and they had their thing, and it was getting hot. It was heating up, and then it ended, and they squashed it. I think they pulled up on each other, or there was a phone call or something like that happened, and they squashed it, and now they cool as fuck, right?
No, actually, what happened was I think they was going to the same club. Yeah, I don't think they knew they pulled up, and they was
they pulled up.
Like,
you know what I mean? And then they settled it and they squashed it. And I remember Casanova talking about that shit, like, bro, like, I miss beefing with that nigga because my streams was up. All of that noise that they was making brought attention to him, who he was as an artist, brought attention to his music. You know what I'm saying? And it's been working for Tekashi. That's why he's been having all these accolades and hitting all these goals, because he's everywhere.
I'm sorry, I can't beef with a nigga to sell anything. I just don't have that energy. Yeah. No, people have been doing it for years. I just don't have that energy personally to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot. And that's a lot. And also,
what if you really fuck with the person?
Well, that's a lot of times. A lot of times, that makes it better for you to beef with that person. If you do fuck with them, you do respect with them. Yeah, but that
was some friendly comp shit though.
All right, yeah, but think about if that was today. It would be like a lot of this Tekashi shit. If that was today, they didn't know how to that was the first time that they would really was like, yo, let's do this publicly. And because there were some people, idiots in my opinion, but there was some people that was like, yo, they really beefing, like, they don't really fuck with each other. And I'm like,
motherfuckers in the studio taking pictures together.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what you talking about?
Yeah, I like Joe Budden's like theory about that whole shit. I don't know if you ever heard his theory about that whole like Kanye 50 shit, how like it was 50's like pretty much being set up to leave the rap game.
Really?
Yeah, like they brought like Kanye was like, yeah, like the labels were gearing Kanye and putting him in a position to beat 50 so that they can get 50 out because 50 was too much trouble.
Not even just that though. 50 started doing a lot of movies like that. I don't think he was really.
That's because he literally. All right, do you remember what the terms were of like? What did 50 say? 50 said, if Kanye sells more records than me first week, I'm gonna quit rap.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like the big thing. Like that was that was like, bro, 50 about to quit. You know what I mean? And then he did, and we haven't heard 50 hasn't been as hot as he was then since.
He didn't quit rap.
He ain't quit rap, but like he hasn't been. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't been the same since that. He hasn't been as hot since that.
Rap definitely quit him.
Kanye got him the fuck out of here. But Joe has this whole theory, and you could probably find it on the internet, but Joe had this whole theory that was really interesting about, because he saw some of it, and it was really interesting about how it was like a plot. Like, no, we're going to get this nigga that pops his collar, pops his polo, wear pink polos, and we're going to get this middle class, white America geared towards nigga to get 50 the fuck out of here and be the new hot shit. And then Stronger came out. And like, you know what I mean? It was like, and it's funny because I had an argument with one of my boys like a couple months ago where he was saying, or a month ago, he was saying like, I was saying like, yeah, like Kanye, when he dropped, and I love all of these albums, I'm not trying to diss, but when he dropped Graduation, he did that shit for white people. And he was like, nigga, how can you say that? And I'm like, listen to College Dropout, Late Registration, all the Ye mixtapes, and then listen to Graduation. And I found an interview where Kanye literally said, yeah, this album's geared to pretty much, I'm not gonna quote exactly, but he pretty much said, yeah, this album's for everybody, for niggas and for white people. He literally said, I thought more about, white America when I was making this album too. So, because his
first two albums was real pro-black.
It was very pro-black. It was very soulful. It had a lot of soul samples, and all of his stuff does. But this album had more. It was more. And I know he designed it more for stadiums, and white people buy tickets to go to your shows in stadiums. Yeah. Especially at that time in hip hop, black people wasn't really. It was majority white. I think it's still majority white that go to shows. He built it for that. You know what I mean? For that fan base. He made that album for that. That's why you have Stronger being the first single or the second single, because of the You know, it was the Daft Punk sample and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was techno. It was like his entrance into that world.
How the fuck did we start talking about Kanye?
Because we was talking about 50 and we was talking about Tekashi and we was talking about beef. But one thing is like it's a plant beef. But that what I'm saying is that when they did that, the Clash of the Titans, that was the album.
Oh yeah,
it was. He was like, we're getting the 50 because 50 was loved by everybody. Like everybody fucked with 50. Don't matter if you was white, black, Asian, whatever. The whole world fucked with 50. Like he was on. Nobody was fucking with. He could do anything. You know, and he had the industry behind him. And when he didn't have the industry behind him, he got the fuck. 50 hasn't been the same since. Which I have a lot of respect for 50 because he's still around and relevant today. You know, in other endeavors and shit. And people still try to get him out of here. And that's partly why I fuck with Tekashi. But you have to also understand these are hip hop artists that are in situations that allow them to, like, you know, when they have these beefs and shit, people get interested into it. You know, I didn't know about Tekashi. I wouldn't know about Tekashi if he wasn't in all these beefs. So to go back to comedy, like,
gotta change the narrative. I think it's the consumer's fault in a way because that is what we have our attention on. So as a marketing tool, you're going to look at what people are more interested in. If people are more interested in a beef more than the content that I'm putting out, you're going to move to that to get that content popping.
Yeah.
So we have to take fault in that as consumers.
I mean,
in a way,
if me and you started throwing hands right now on this podcast,
it would definitely give you.
Oh my God, it would be lit.
Like on camera.
But that's just natural human nature. I believe. I don't believe it's a matter of a choice. Like we can say that and we could tell somebody to do that, but if you see a nigga fighting, you're not just gonna turn your head and keep walking.
But there was a time where it was just music was good and people weren't focused on beef. Necessarily, if niggas had beef, it was real beef.
It was real shit.
You feel me?
Nah, facts.
So that's why I feel like
now it's used as a marketing tool.
Yeah.
Well, it's always been used as a marketing tool.
Yeah, of
but
course.
now it's like
it's more of like
you can just tell.
You know, oh yeah, you're trying to sell us something. Yep.
Yeah. Like the Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine was beefing. It was like
niggas on live every other week.
You're on the same label.
They're on live every other week.
And they would argue each other on live, but it's like y'all niggas cool.
Nah, you know, a real beef was 6ix9ine and Chief Keef. I think if Chief Keef would have called up to 6ix9ine.
Man, them niggas not worried about 6ix9ine, bro.
I believe that it was real, but they don't.
It was real, but they know like that nigga.
They know he's a troll.
You not catching that man.
Once you start turning to know with somebody baby mom, it's not trolling no more.
That is trolling, bro.
That is trolling. That's actually he's the ultimate troll.
You think that he fucked his baby mom?
You think Chief Keef gave a fuck?
He not with her.
I don't have a.
They got Tekashi on video, literally getting out of the truck,
Taking the video and get back in, right?
Taking the video that he's on the block, going back in the car and pulling off.
Yeah. It was.
You think he really wanted smoke?
No, and he went at like a different time. He went at like 5 a.m. and tried to say niggas wasn't out there at 10. He recorded the day before.
He hopped right. He didn't even wait for niggas to pull up on him.
Niggas ultimate troll. Bro. I mean, it is. That's who he is.
Yeah, man.
That's who he is, and he's changing. I could see him like kind of shifting his shit a little bit. How he moving. But
cut the camera.
That was a punch.
And we're back.
Punch in.
Brief intermission.
We're doing ratchet punches now, guys. We're evolved.
So yeah,
it's 2 hours later. just bring all the fucking secrets out. It's 2 hours later. We took mad pictures outside because Tyler was fancy as fuck and he wanted to take pictures. And now we're back. So there you go. And you
Carmega walked in the building too.
You guys didn't miss a beat.
Carmega's in here too. Shout out Carmega.
Carmega's here. You can show his pretty face. I don't. You gotta refocus it and shit.
Whoa.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I'm just not telling. I'm not about to lie to nobody. Like,
what? That the man's pretty.
Yeah. Why?
Focus on that shot.
I can't tell if you're upset at me or him.
I think both of you.
This goes back to what I was saying.
This is what y'all do on the block.
Face.
I can't tell if it's jealousy or disgust.
Y'all do this on the block.
It's both.
I'm saying this is what goes on the block though.
Yo, stop talking about my street. Like you about to move out here. Like you sound crazy.
First of all, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, why are your socks on?
I hear we talking about. Hey, you want to go get into the
This
socks?
Mountain Dew plug, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn that label, my G.
I mean, I work for Pepsi. So
No, you gotta have.
Nah, you work for
nutritional
Frito-Lay.
facts out, bro.
They're owned by
Nutritional
Pepsi.
facts
They
out.
are?
yeah,
Yo, that's nasty.
that is. So I have to support.
Soda and corn.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I work for
so
Frito-Lay,
So technically, Pepsi's a corn company.
Yeah, it's called, they
Like, that's some Food Inc.
not
shit.
Manifest, but produce a bunch of corn syrup.
They produce and they nasty.
Background story for the folks. I work for Frito-Lay. They're owned by Pepsi. Pepsi owns Mountain Dew.
You a dumb bitch.
Shameless plug that I don't,
You're
own.
not even getting a
I don't
bag.
own no stakes of the company, but
They own
just,
you.
just like blur it out as some shit. I don't know.
Corporate slave. We back.
Oh, but no. I stumbled across this article a couple days ago. And immediately when I read it, I started laughing. So,
You started laughing when you found it today too.
and I started laughing when I remembered it. So, basically, LeBron James, his tattoo artist, is suing 2K over his tattoos. They're saying that they own the rights to his tattoos.
What? Yo, that's dope.
LeBron testified in court saying, quote, you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, he's ready.
You ready? My understanding is that the tattoos are a part of my body and my likeness,
This is LeBron James saying that?
LeBron James. And I have the right to have my tattoos visible when people or companies depict what I look like.
Yeah.
No tattooist.
That's a crazy word.
Yeah,
Tattooist.
I gotta hit Google.
No tattooist has ever told me I needed their permission to be shown with my tattoos, even when it was clear I was a public basketball player. End quote. They said they own the rights to his tats, bro.
But do they? I mean, they don't. Do they really have any legal standing to be able to say that? Really?
Listen, legalities nowadays, like,
What did he sign anything? I feel like you don't just decide to do that. Like
They probably forgot that part.
like as a tattoo artist, when do you decide? Yeah, but like
can you
decide?
do you understand that we're on 2K19? There's been 18 to 19 2Ks
'Cause of the-
since this nigga.
The tattoo artist like, oh no, these graphics are too
Now
fire.
the
These graphics are too fire now.
Niggas
We gotta
gonna
start
know I
suing
did those tats.
We need a bag. Well, it reminds me. Oh, here we go. It reminds me of like that reminds me of like the Fortnite shit. How like,
Oh, with the dances.
man, is that a fucking rob? Are they robbing niggas? That's a kind of a robbery.
How do you
I know.
how do you not give niggas the bag though?
How do
No,
you?
I agree with you. How do you not give niggas
But
the
how
bag?
do you is another thing.
Well,
My thing is, I like what Chance the Rapper's idea was when he said when you do the dances that you're stealing, you should be putting that music in the game and getting licensing for it so that the artist is getting paid. That way they're getting paid because like you can't pay niggas for dancing. Like imagine if you did a dance on YouTube and you get a fucking cease and desist because you danced. Like that's crazy. If you start like owning dances, like oh nah, nigga, you can't do that dance without permission, my G. Like
There is some business to be settled as far as that though.
yeah, I believe that, and I believe like especially with these super like 2 million shit, like he should be like every time somebody like people are dancing, people have full like. People are getting ad revenue and shit like that, putting up videos, stuff like that, dancing, using his dance, doing the Millie Rock, but
Meek
a whole
just
bunch
posted a video
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still a dance
Meek's
that
Millie
people
Rock
do.
is fucking disgusting. That motherfucking don't ever. I love
That was
Meek,
the silly rock.
but my goddamn,
That was-
the silly rock.
But I feel like when it comes to like a tattoo on the skin, is that like how would it be? Who owns that at that point? If it's your body?
Well, look, according to LeBron James, he's like, my motherfucker, this is my body.
he thought he did own the
This
rights.
is my body. I'm the most famous nigga in the world. You knew what it was when we got here.
How does that work?
That shit was sick to read, bro.
But this is why I'm at.
You know how many niggas got tattoos
Right, that's what I'm saying.
in the NBA?
So you have tats, right?
Yeah.
So when you left, like you didn't sign nothing that.
I did sign. No, it is people that it's usually like the saying basically like if you pay a deposit, like you're gonna pay in full, like whether you keep going back and shit. And it's like pain shit, like pause, like the pain.
Yeah.
You can't like sue for like shit like that.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it's not like any kind of like copyright or.
That's ridiculous.
Property.
That's
what I'm
ridiculous.
saying. It's your body.
But they probably, like Tyler said, they probably finesse their way into like in the contract, like, yo, if this is on 2K.
Was there any more about like the grounds of their accusation?
Hold on, man.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of that's really yeah, because like I feel like you don't do that unless like you got it like.
I feel.
Oh, okay. Although
Although
it says NBA stars like LeBron may have granted to Take-Two his rights of publicity through the NBA or players associations, Solid Oak. Who is that? Solid Oak Sketches agrees that that's the tattoo place. That it doesn't include the copyright to the artwork in his tattoos. The studio likens a tattoo artist to a painter who is commissioned to create a work. All right, this is bullshit. I don't know. They claimed, importantly, neither Mr. James nor any of the other relevant professional basketball players whose tattoos are at issue in the instant lawsuit did or could have licensed the underlying copyrights to defendants.
That's crazy, bro.
That's very interesting. I'm interested to see how that story develops. What website is that?
This is Hot New Hip Hop.
Oh. I'll say, or if you're reading that off of Complex,
Hell
shut
no.
it down.
Solid Oak Sketches argues LeBron James can't license his tattoos. That's ridiculous.
What kind of fucking world do we live in where I can't even get a tat without a motherfucker trying to sue me because I'm in a video game, my G?
That's dope.
God damn, bro. This is like Ghost in the Shell, bro.
It's definitely one.
Nigga can't even be in his own body.
Can't like
Fam.
like what?
He can't even have his own body depicted.
Because he's so famous, and niggas is like playing the yo, bro. Let's break it down for real though. Dude was probably high as fuck playing 2K. Like, oh yeah, I'm playing LeBron. Yo, I did that.
Wait, the tattoo artist, right?
Yeah, yo, I did that. Oh yeah, baby, you did that one. Yeah, I did that. That shit crazy. Yeah. Oh, dunk on that nigga. Yo, oh look at the club. Yo, man, I did that.
No, it's always your girl that gasses you to do some crazy shit.
Yo, I did that, yo. Yeah, yo, you did a good job. Yeah, like. But like they got it on there, like
no, his girl asked him because you know
like,
girls
I
don't
did
be
that.
knowing
no,
though.
I did that. Like I should. Yo, hold on, I'm gonna call my lawyer. Like
No,
like,
that's not how it happened.
escalation is
I feel like
nasty.
his girl asked, "Yo, babe, did they pay you for that?"
That's always the girl question.
The girl
That's
always
the shorty
get
question.
but she don't know though. It's not like it's you're supposed to get paid, but she just
You
asking,
playing
"Oh,
that
it's
damn
your
game,
work."
but is they paying you for them?
They not
tattoos?
paying you for that. He's like, wait a minute.
Hold on, she got the
It
pressure.
was either that or he was playing 2K with one of his boys and he was like, yeah, I did that. He was like, no, you didn't. It take one. It
No,
take
you
one.
didn't.
It take one or two. It take a couple trolls and it's a wrap.
That's it. That's it.
Fuck.
Because all
That's
it takes
it.
is a conversation to be like, you know how many people probably say that about LeBron's tats? Like, you probably just another one. Nah, bro, I really did it.
That's it.
So
Oh,
now
you
that
didn't.
to prove that you did the shit,
You gotta sue.
You gotta sue
you gotta
mans.
Call your lawyer. You gotta spend money.
But then the girlfriend conversation comes up because he brings the conversation back to his girl and she like, yeah, you ain't get paid for it. I mean, yo, the rabbit hole.
I mean, we have bills to pay. I have.
nah, fuck no, man. Nah, don't. Nah, we not copping out like that. Bills. We're gonna.
She probably hit him with something crazy.
So we're gonna
She
justify
want-
this
she
as
want a
far
new
as
bag.
man's got bills.
Stop. I mean, what else do niggas want money for?
Maybe he wanted.
There's probably an argument, bro. There's probably an argument.
Tattoo artists go off notoriety.
He want that
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. He wanted more bags, probably.
Yeah, of course. He played 2K.
He definitely played 2K and seen. No, he definitely played 2K.
That's you foul. Like I feel like as I've never gotten a tattoo, but I feel like if I'm LeBron James and I'm going to get my body tatted by somebody, I feel like me and you gonna have a relationship now. Like you put tats on my body. Like me and you should have an understanding that like we cool. Like if I need another tat, I give you business. I let people know I'm LeBron motherfucking James, and you gonna sue me because I'm in the video game dunking on hoes.
No, but the thing is,
With your
most
shit on?
rich niggas,
With my shit on.
I know me personally.
My
I
thing is
have,
this, because you mentioned something. I don't know if you read it weird in that article, but there was something about art where they were saying
No, they
put
was
the
talking about how
likenesses to art.
tattoos
Oh, they're, like
are
relating it
yeah,
to art.
like,
Okay, I thought they were saying like
It was
like they
bullshit.
use. I thought they were saying like they use actual art for the tat.
who's commissioned to create a work of art, meaning the person paying for it has input into the process, but the artist has ultimate control of the finished product and ultimate ownership of it. So now you got to walk around where they want you to walk around. You can't go where they want you to go or not want you to go. So they control your body, basically.
That's currently law?
No, I guess that was the assumption. I believe. I don't want to misquote anything. I don't want to really. I don't want to really even keep reading from this. Honestly.
Nah.
You know.
But I think it's interesting. Like, so.
If you go to a tattoo artist, they own your body.
Like if I get like an artist to do album art for me, and then I do merch, but I already paid the artist for the commission.
Don't do it, bro.
I am doing it, but he's already got paid.
A tattoo artist?
No, I'm saying I'm not saying tattoo. I'm saying for
you talking about merch?
Like
clothes,
I'm saying
okay.
As an artist, if somebody does my artwork for my album, right, and I pay them, and we have an agreement that was in our contract. You're gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay you for this amount.
What kind of agreement was it? Was it written or verbal?
It could be either or. If it's verbal, you have even less ground. But I've done written freelance work, and I've also hired people freelance for art. But our agreement is that I'm paying you to create the art and for me to use it for my likeness. So my likeness is merch if I'm selling it with my shit. Now, if someone else were to use it that has nothing to do with me, you get motherfucking sued. Cause for me and him, we could both sue you.
Okay, so
but that's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to like tattoos, like
bring it back to this perspective as far as LeBron. If somebody famous is wearing your merch, is the person then able to come after you like they want more bags from you?
They can. Absolutely they can. They're not going to get it. On no grounds do I have to give you anything. You've already been paid for your work. That was our agreement.
Well, that's why you got to go to court. You don't have to go to court.
No, see, the thing is, in a situation like that, and this is why I wonder why that even exists, why that lawsuit is even happening, is because he obviously there's something there that's not in that story that we don't have enough information on. There definitely has to be some type of paperwork that says like, nah, you sign this and it says this.
Nah, the way they said it though is that like they believe that when you do art, they own.
That's bullshit. Then.
Yeah,
but it's cool to think about.
They have the ultimate control. The artist has the ultimate control.
Yeah, I think that's fucking bullshit.
Which is wild because I feel like when you're dealing with like merch and fabric. That's a whole different thing than
skin. That is that's you, right?
Like you telling me
there's no law for that. There's no laws for that.
Of my skin.
Yeah, there's no laws for that. That is next level.
Can you imagine?
Well, we're gonna get to that. You know what's crazy? But we're gonna get to that when we start doing more like when there's more like cybernetic implants and shit. Like when there's more things like even like think about like photos, like the laws of like being able to record people in public. Like it's along those lines. If you think like your cell phone is you're a cyborg, like that's a cybernetic attachment to you. Everyone has a fucking cell phone, and it's literally you literally have it in your hand right now. Like I hold my cell phone all the time. You always have your cell phone on, right? And it's gonna get to a point where we're wearing glasses, and then it's gonna get to people are already putting chips in their skin for like unlocking their doors, front doors, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna have cybernetics. Okay, at what point do you separate the company the manufacturers that built this tech, that built these things, and separate them from who you are? Because if you're making yourself a cyborg, you know, you have to be careful because it'll get to a point where, oh no, you're 80% us.
I heard Elon talk about that.
You're 80%.
I mean, it's a part of us now, so it's hard to separate it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially like, even crazier is like if like
your tattoos are a part of you too.
But like but like, because that's a level because tattoos and like body art is gonna get way more it's gonna get more advanced. I can imagine that we're gonna be able to have shit that's moving on our skin somehow. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you ever watch any like movies, sci-fi movies and shit.
Oh, like Atlantis, like that girl that had the
there's tons of different kind of crazy things that are going on with not even just tattoos and body art, but like just putting things on your body in general, where with a lot of new legislation is gonna have to go down in order for this stuff to get figured out, because you have to be able to separate the person from the tech. If somebody loses both of their legs in the war, and then now they have new legs and that's half of your body, it's like, you know, what's the laws with that stuff? What's the documentation where, you know, that we're controlling those? Like we're operating that, you know.
That happens with like a vet. does he own or he or she owns their prosthetics?
Yes.
They buy the prosthetics.
You buy the prosthetics and you own it, but I'm saying it gets to a point where things are connected, like connectivity. Right. When it's not, what if it gets to a point where like, things are being controlled remotely from a certain area. What if someone can't walk? What if someone's brain dead? Well, there's going, especially now we're gonna have auto driving cars, autopilot cars that drives themselves. Everyone gets in. There's no steering wheel, etc. So this is way in the future, right? And you start having that happen. Liabilities at that point have to change. There's a lot of things with like the advance, and I know I got on crazy tangent, but it goes back like this is that lawsuit opened my mind to think like, damn, bro, imagine that times 100. Like, imagine that where it's like, in like a crazy like dystopian way of like, oh, you don't talk unless you're on your phone, so we own your conversations. I mean, that's real. That's now. No, that's our shit. That's our information. I knew someone that had an Android phone, and they're like it like recorded all of their voice to text.
Yeah.
And he found it in like the archives of his phone and shit. Like found the voice to text and found all of like every time he was like, you hit the button and you start talking and shit. He's found the manuscripts of everything he's ever said through voice to text.
It's fucking creepy.
In a fucking file that was like deep
creepy,
in his phone,
man.
That was hidden somewhere, and it was connected online to Google. It was in the cloud. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't on his phone. He had to access it through his Google account. So Google has all the information. At what point, you know what I mean? So like that tattoo shit, it makes me think like, damn, bro, like what's the separation? What's the law on tattoos? Like,
so if y'all are the tattoo artists, what is your verdict? What is your compromise in this? Do you not have LeBron James on the best video game on the planet?
I think he wants to get paid. I think he just wants...
No.
No?
No.
You don't think he wants a piece of whatever?
No, I'm saying no. We're not paying you.
Nah, yeah, I get that.
So,
but I think that's what he's fighting for. He wants he wants royalty.
You have to pay every nigga.
Right.
Every tattoo artist.
My point would be
if you're the tattoo artist,
I don't agree with this. But
Yeah.
just
If
to
you're
be red team,
Yeah.
right? Just to be red team on it. So we know the 2K graphics is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So somebody spent time rewriting,
Imaging.
drawing your art and the coloring and all of that, and you didn't get paid for it. So it's one of those things where somebody put work into it.
They don't draw it though.
No, they don't. They didn't draw it, but it's something
Somebody took it and placed it.
Right.
Yeah.
You created it.
is it that deep, bro?
It could be for them.
Is it that deep, honestly?
I mean, if somebody called a lawyer.
I mean, niggas call lawyers for anything.
I think that's ridiculous.
I agree.
I got paid already as the artist.
Bro, I just wanted a tattoo at the end of the day.
I'm cool with it's my job. Like at the end of the day, if that's the case, then every person that is out visibly making money, like what? Every person that's out visibly making money that has a tattoo has to pay their artist every time somebody sees them. That's scary. I mean, it's not going down. LeBron's not. That's not going down.
LeBron doesn't own the game. I mean, he didn't choose it. Well, they're still in 2K, but
I'll tell you what, that shop is gonna get a lot of business now.
Of course.
I think it's interesting that it's still going on. Like it wasn't immediately like, oh, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
It's like a legit thing.
Yeah.
That we're talking about now.
Damn, that shit is crazy.
No, it was. I laughed, bro. I didn't think that could even happen. Like,
That's
you could
crazy.
sue somebody for just getting a tat. Basically, they control his tattoos.
They want to.
Yeah.
They want to. They're saying they have grounds.
Wow. Well, shit.
So do you sue the NBA when he goes on media
Well,
day?
shit.
That's.
Do you
You
sue
have to sue all his
NBA?
sponsors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you sue all them motherfuckers?
Yeah, what if he won?
No, man. No. Come on.
That's a dark
No,
place.
come on.
Yo, if that
man.
nigga wins, everything changes, bro.
Tattoo artists gonna be fucking
He's
living
not gonna
like
win, but it's
Tyler
funny, it's cool to
Perry and
think
shit.
about. Yeah.
They're gonna be living like Tyler Perry.
All of them gonna have fucking.
You have to cover up your tats.
Wow.
That'd be like on some Food Network.
But not like I was saying, but rich,
That's a black-
no,
yeah, they
rich.
should be on the Food Network.
That is some Black Mirror shit.
That's some black.
But the crazy thing is, rich niggas, they don't just go to one tattoo artist.
Right.
So that's the creepy thing about even me.
Niggas in general
haven't,
don't go to one tattoo artist. You have multiple. You go to throughout
Wait,
your life.
You say what?
People in general don't go to one tattoo artist.
I thought you said niggas in jail.
I said niggas in general. niggas in jail probably go to one tattoo artist.
Yo.
What else?
My bad.
Nah, but so yeah, that shit was crazy. Nigga know something I don't know. What else though? What else I got? Yeah, anybody else got anything?
Steve, I'm meant to ask you this.
What's up?
I seen it. You see, China is implementing the behavior credit, like from Black Mirror.
Yes, the ranking shit. Yeah.
Yeah, some dude wasn't able to get on the flight back to America because his behavior credit was too low.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
They implemented that in China.
Yeah, so that was a month. That was back. That was about 6 months ago. They started doing that.
Yeah,
so I don't know. So have you ever seen Black Mirror?
No. But
you
y'all,
you know
I've seen Black Mirror.
you know the episode.
No, I haven't seen that episode.
The ranking episode.
Oh, the ranking, like the first one.
Like the likes. Yeah. Well, the first one, of the third season. So that's real in China.
It's a real thing.
So
they're gonna bring that to America.
It's real now. What are you talking about?
Within the next 5 years, though. It's gonna
We had a conversation about it. We was talking about buying clout. Remember that episode, buying clout? Second episode of the show, we were talking about people buying likes and buying followers to get.
And nobody wanted to pay attention to it. Nobody wanted to watch that shit.
Yeah. Now, like, say if you piss me off right now, I could judge you on your behavior and say I dislike that. Now it's popping up on your behavior credit score.
Yeah.
Now, if your behavior credit score is too low, you can't buy a house, you can't get a flight, you can't get a passport.
Yes.
So now it'll fuck your whole life.
Well, here's another example that it's happening here. Uber allows the driver to rank the passenger.
Yeah.
So if you're a shitty passenger and you have low rank, niggas ain't picking you up. And people rank you out of racism and shit. Out of racism, sexism.
I guess I won't be going outside.
Yeah,
It's the same thing with Airbnb, though.
Shit, bro.
I guess I won't be outside.
Airbnb is the same way. You get to rank your
host. Everybody ranks each other. Yeah, we're already there. Just China just straight up made it one thing because they implemented it as a credit system where it's combined with everything. It's not just here's your Uber rank, it's like we rank you here, we do all this
As an overall average of
you as a person in this country.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Come back to America. He's trying to live.
What are the advantages?
I don't see.
Let's talk about them. No, let's talk about them. They're there.
You really want to talk
They're
about
there.
that?
Yeah, let's talk about them. What are the advantages of having a ranking system amongst society?
Making people better people, more positive people.
They're not being more positive. They faking it just so.
I mean, shit. It might become a habit. It might become repetitive. It might become a part of your character to be a good person. You might be faking it at first. It's just like taking a shower. Everybody don't like taking showers, but when you wake up, it becomes repetitive. When you're younger, you don't like to take showers, correct? You might not like to brush your teeth,
I
right?
just imagine like a grown ass man, like
not a grown.
I hate taking
All right,
showers.
when you're a kid, when you're a kid, you might not like taking showers, brushing your teeth, but it becomes repetitive. Excuse me. Your parents telling you brush your teeth, take a shower, then you just do it routinely.
Wow.
I definitely think it changes the standard of the overall culture to a certain thing. Even if it's fake in the beginning.
Yeah.
Generations and generations.
It becomes
second nature to do those things because that's the custom now.
But
it's
you know what's
crazy
also
that you gotta
scary
do
about that is that you also start living the life that is set out for you. So it's a way of life. Because you're pretty much basing it off of a model of how you should be and not how you could be.
Yeah.
And that's scary because then you're putting everyone in a straight line, in society and telling them to go one direction. And if you're not like this, we're ranking you down. We're ranking you down.
Who has caused that though? We've caused that to think that it has to be like that for us to be good people in a way.
And when I saw that episode of Black Mirror, I mean, obviously this wasn't going on yet, but I of course, in my mind, I'm thinking Facebook, Instagram immediately. I'm thinking Facebook. Yeah. I was like, it was made to look like
Credit.
that. That was literally the first thing that I
Credit.
thought. And it was like, wow. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. And then when we had our episode, we talked about buying clout. It made me, now putting it together, where I was saying, man, you know, I can't really knock people for buying followers or buying likes because I know people that have done that shit and gotten jobs and live way better lives because of it. And the fact that that matters is crazy. When we were in LA and Tahiri was going around to modeling agencies, and there was a modeling agency that said, yeah, you just need to get your followers up, get your influence up. Like, you have to be an influencer. And it's escalating and escalating more and more and more and more and more. This is why, and I don't know. I mean, we talked about it earlier off camera when I was talking about the Kanye shit, where Kanye was saying like he wants to get rid of. He's been talking to Twitter and Snapchat and everybody talking about getting rid of the follower number,
likes too,
getting rid of the like number, or at least making it an option. SoundCloud allows you to turn off your play amounts and stuff like that, so no one sees that too, which I like that, because people will judge you off of that. People won't even fuck with what you've created because they're looking at the number of how many other people have listened to it.
Bro, we live in it. Hold on, don't get off that topic. Don't get off that topic. Let's slow down. 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 Slow down. Hold up.
Let them.
With this whole Instagram shit though,
yeah,
we live in a sick fucking world, bro. Like, would it even be entertaining for us to go on Instagram if you didn't see shit like that? How many followers somebody has? How many likes somebody has? It might be a...
Are you really asking that question?
No, I'm saying that's how we get attracted to certain people's pages. Even females-wise. Like, you know how does shit pop up in your Explore page? Your popular page, those are the people that... if you're taking out likes and followers, you might as well not have an Explore page. Because how you going to track that if it's not there? It's non-existent. You don't want it.
Well, it'll be there. You just won't be able to see it.
That's trash.
It's like Snapchat.
That's trash.
Snapchat has never had it.
That's trash.
I don't know if they have
I definitely listen. Don't get me wrong. I agree with the whole idea.
Yeah.
But we live in a sick fucking world.
That has to
a
be
competitive world.
Yeah.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
Well, see, Netflix took it out. Netflix used to have
rankings.
For,
yeah.
3 years ago.
Yep.
And they just put
what you like.
Yeah.
They gear it towards you.
Like
that I love that about Netflix,
yeah,
personally.
How likely you are to like what they're suggesting.
Exactly. Instead of how good it is. Right. Yeah, I like that a lot. Because I have a big issue with like Rotten Tomatoes and shit. Like movie critics.
Rotten
shit,
Tomatoes
like,
is fucking trash.
Yeah, but
go to the movies yourself and see a movie. Don't go on some Rotten Tomatoes and read a review.
But people do that.
Go to the movie.
I agree, but there's people that
no.
I'm not watching that shit.
Nah, go to the movies. That shit is subjective.
That's
like
fact.
what the fuck? How could somebody sway your opinion off of something you ain't see?
This is why, and I've had this argument for years. I'm always against music and movie critics for the most part because I don't
mean to touch your leg.
Nah, it's cool. I don't like when people I don't like when people judge art too early or judge things that were created too early, and man, it's crazy because it ties back to Instagram and shit. But they do it how Rotten Tomatoes works in particular, and this is why I can't really put it I can't all the way put it in the same box. I could put how we interpret it as viewers in the same box, but the way where they're pulling it from is they go and they get movie reviews from multiple 30, 50 sources.
Yeah.
And they combine it as an average, and then that's the Rotten Tomato rating. So there will be people that said the movie was fucking awesome, and there'll be people that said the movie was fucking terrible, and then you get a 50%, or you get a 56, or you get a 40, or you get a 70, or you get it's all that stuff. But I also know that Rotten Tomatoes is compromised because they've been accused of being paid off by different movie studios and shit. But that's a whole other thing. But who isn't compromising fucking ratings and shit in any entertainment industry? But one more thing. The reason why they do that and the reason why they justify doing that, Rotten Tomatoes in particular, is because they're viewers that don't feel like I don't want to waste my time if this movie is trash. And usually if a movie is high rated, the movie's good, they know they're going to enjoy it.
We're a fucking lazy society, bro. We're lazy.
It's very rare.
We're lazy.
But hold on, but it's very rare that I've seen a high rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes and it wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's complete.
Now I've seen movies rated low that I love, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's usually my issue. I'm like, how can you, like movies that I really like, and I'm like, how does this have a 30? What do you do? Like what? That's where my issue comes in, especially, and also those ratings come out before the movie comes out. So now you're keeping people from going to the theater.
If you Google a movie, Rotten Tomatoes is gonna come up.
First thing
I'm just
comes
looking. I'm looking for the times of the movie. That's gonna come up automatically.
And it instantly jades you or pushes
Yeah.
you to go see it.
Or not.
No. Either
Or
way,
not.
no. That
Or
it
not.
could that too, or nah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
or
saying.
nah, like
Yeah.
that. Because listen, how the fuck you did not see anything yet, but you let somebody else's opinion stop you from going to see it?
Yep, that's a big issue. That is huge.
It makes you lazy as a person, because then you go out into society. That's how you operate.
Yep.
In my opinion, I don't think that just translates to just movies. So I don't know.
What do you-
But you see it as lazy. I see it as, you know,
Can you think for yourself?
you can. But also, what if you see it, you're like, this shit is terrible. Now you just spent that.
They're not. I'm not saying they're ever. I'm not saying that there's sometimes they're wrong. Sometimes they're wrong, but sometimes they're right. Is what I'm saying. Like, but I'm not. But I'm saying that. I'm saying that it. My issue. I don't have an issue with it existing. I have an issue with the time that it exists and the fact that, like he said, when you look up that movie, that comes up before the times. So you're telling me how good or bad it is before I even have before I can even click the time that I want to go to buy my ticket. You're either keeping me or bringing me to the theater. You're giving people, like, you're telling people where to go, and it's like it's misguiding, really, because I understand you're using a whole 50 critics, but like, fuck critics. Like, critics are watching movies completely differently than everyone in this room.
Yes. So would you?
So it's
Would
in
it be fine if they put the reviews out after
yeah.
the movie hit DVDs?
A week. Do it a week. Do it after a week. Do it after first week, because first week sales is like the biggest thing in movies. Like, in any entertainment, albums, everything. Like, everybody looks for how it's going to do first week. So let it do first week box office, and then put out the review. What did you have to say?
I had a thought on the behavioral China shit.
Yeah.
that happened,
Yeah, yeah.
'cause I'm tilted off that a little bit. And
Behavioral credit.
But the thought came to mind of, in my head, I'm like, okay, so it's not impeding on freedom of speech,
Right.
right? Because
No.
it's not telling you
Technically.
what to say, but it's punishing you
Mm-hmm.
or
For it.
it's punishing you or providing incentive to do either or. So is that
Mm-hmm.
in some weird adjacent way, is that really freedom of speech
No.
at a certain point?
It's not. No, it's not. We don't have freedom of speech now.
Right.
Really, if you really think about it.
True.
Say some crazy
We
shit
have
about the
more
president.
freedom of
People
speech
losing
now
their
than
jobs over that, over freedom of speech.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you say some shit on Twitter.
Well, but the thing is, freedom of speech, you have the freedom to say anything.
right.
You're not going to get killed for it.
That's your ass, though.
You might lose your job.
That's your ass.
Yeah.
But it's not black and white. No law, really, no laws are. It's not black and white.
Right.
Or not laws, but amendments. You know, yeah, no, but but that's true. Like, but I feel that way a lot about America, like American society, how we live now. Like I was saying, like, you know, there are things that rate us now. We are rated by how many followers you have, how many likes do you get per photo, et cetera, et cetera. People see that shit. Like, every time I go out and I meet someone new, they're like, yo, what's your Instagram?
Facts.
So that is, you know, it's to a point where I remember it used to be phone number? What's your phone number?
Yeah.
To what's your I remember BlackBerry was high. It was, what's your BBM? That was the thing. And then went back to phone number. And now
What's your street?
Space.
What's your street? What's your address?
what your address was the OG, so I can mail you some, so I can mail you a letter, right? But even that, it was like, oh, what's your MySpace? All that stuff. We've had these things. Now
What's
this
your
point was like, if you
Instagram,
meet somebody, say, yo, what's your gram? Like, I don't need nothing. I'm gonna get everything from your gram. I can get everything from your gram.
And we spoke about this too.
I'll get your
We
phone
spoke
number.
about
Yeah, we
that.
talked about that with
Yeah.
dating. Like,
Yeah.
I can get your phone number. I can see I can see what you're doing. I can see what you look
Facts.
like. We could flirt. We could talk through that. We could video chat. We could do everything on Instagram. What's your gram? Fuck your phone number. What's your gram? So that is literally a hub for people to be looked at, judged, controlled, whatever. People are depressed off that shit. And I saw somebody say, like, okay, then what if that shit, if you feel like you shouldn't need to have your follower count up because, or you don't want to look at people's follower count, shit like that, get the fuck off of social media. But it's like, yo,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, we live in a
Niggas turn off they
different
comments, bro.
We live in the comments.
Turn
Yo,
your comments off.
We
bro.
live in a different time.
Comments get tired.
But we live in a different time where, like, you niggas not getting off of this stuff. Like, if you dead ass, if you
You can't hide,
hold
bro.
on, everyone in here has done like a isolation where, like, you
Yeah.
didn't touch social media
Yeah.
for like a long time, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's in here, delete all the apps,
Yeah.
don't sign in for like 3 months, and like try to live.
Facts.
Ain't the world crazy?
Yeah.
Ain't the world crazy how like you instantly isolate yourself. You are now alone.
Yeah. You go back on there, everything is still the same. Nothing
How many
has
times have you
changed.
been in a room with somebody and everyone's looking down at their phone?
Facts.
I've been on my isolation and been in those rooms where I'm like,
I tell my girl sometimes, like,
yo, shut it down. Let's go.
yo, let's
yeah.
no
Facts.
phones today. Like,
Crazy shit is you'll be texting the same people that's in the room with you.
nah.
I've never done
I
that.
don't
Nah,
know.
there's been like you never been at a party or something where you be like texting somebody that's at the same party with you, but
Nah, bro.
you don't feel like walking.
I
over
be
there.
too busy boogieing, man.
This nigga with the boogie, bro.
I be too busy boogieing.
Here we go with the boogie again. Yeah, I need to see your boogie, my G. Or you like show, like, give us a piece.
Get down.
Go ahead, break it down real quick. Get just a quick.
Listen, man, I gotta have some Douce in my system, man.
You want me to put something on for you?
I gotta have some Douce in my system, man. I
I
can't.
got you. Hold up. Hold up. Cause this boogie thing is consistent. You've been consistent. You've been bringing up the boogie.
The fact that y'all niggas really think I'm about to dance, I must think I'm some type
I
of
know you
clown
is.
or something.
Bro, nah.
Or some type. I'm Pinocchio or something.
not a clown.
What the fuck y'all think this is?
I think that. I think.
Put y'all phones away, man. I'm not dancing, man. Yeah, like everybody got their attention
Come
on
on.
me and shit.
Get your boogie on. Oh, hey. Hi.
That shit is bring it out of you though.
What's up?
I'm chilling though. I'm chilling.
Hey.
Let me kick my feet up, man. Fuck y'all niggas. Say fuck y'all niggas.
Stand up.
Take the socks off. Yo.
Hey, yo.
Yo, is that part of the boogie technique? The socks must be off.
Oh, you gotta ask this nigga. That's his version.
Alright.
C5 talk.
Carter 5 came out finally
C5,
after
fellas.
3,000 years of
Free Wayne.
enslavement.
Wayne free.
And I'm gonna be completely honest, I wasn't expecting to like it. I was not expecting to like it. I didn't like Carter 4.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what niggas so hyped for. Like, this is about to be okay. This is about to be alright.
Bunch
And
of
it
eating
did
ass
alright.
and pussy bars.
Yeah, I was like, this is about to be like. My bad, we had audio fuck up.
You said what?
No, it's not that long.
Same. Oh, close. 23 songs.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. The song with Nicki Minaj, I instantly deleted
Yeah,
it.
that
I
gotta go.
never even
gotta
pressed
go.
play on that.
Team Nicki skips.
I never pressed play. No, I'm not on no shit like I'm trying to get her the fuck out of here.
Nah.
But I had to get that song the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I had to ask somebody else,
If
like,
she was
was she
spitting on it, I
singing?
feel different.
That's
if she
the
was
thing.
singing.
I had to ask somebody, yo, was she singing, bro?
I had to ask somebody.
No, dead ass
You
though.
listening?
Back to the critic thing.
Right, you
I said-
listening to that. Oh.
No. Whoa. Nah. Because if I didn't ask the question,
you needed to go.
if I didn't ask the question
What
and the
are the
nigga just said,
ratings?
yo, bro, she was singing, and I said, oh, I don't fuck with
That's
it.
funny.
That's the thing. But I just asked him what she's, because I don't like when she's singing.
Me either.
I don't like when she's singing. So it's nothing that she can do vocally singing that would be approval to my liking.
Belting it out on that track.
Yeah, I figured. So I had to skip it. No, I never did.
She was pushing.
Never wanted
She
to.
sang that whole song.
Was she trying to be Beyonce or something?
It wasn't bad. It's just not my bag.
It's never gonna be my bag.
It's-
I want to hear a rap.
I want some. Give me some bars. You know,
Yeah.
Wayne
I
album.
want more bars though. That's the thing, bro. She ain't
Don't do that. She could spit.
bro. I don't like Nicki's new anything.
You don't think she could rap?
You saying women can't? Wait. You saying women can't rap?
Stop.
Oh my god.
What?
You said Tyler said that women can't rap.
You saying women can't rap?
I didn't say that.
Women shaming.
I'm just saying, nah, like all her new stuff, I don't like that.
I know. I feel like you're not by yourself with that one.
She be tripping.
But she's spitting though. Just don't
Yeah.
like that. She's don't like what she's saying.
Yeah, she's.
I think she been saying the same shit, just in a different way for a while now.
A lot of niggas have.
Drake has it?
Yeah, right. Drake. Every Drake shit. All Drake shit is the same. We love it. It's just that we like it.
True.
And there's people that like Nicki. That's
I did not expect to get the Wayne that we got on Carter 5.
I like this. I like this.
What
one.
did you? What was your expectations for?
I
it?
didn't really have any. I wasn't sure.
Alright.
But so I kind of went into it real neutral, you know, because I'm a big
Facts.
Wayne fan.
Yeah.
We all grew up in Wayne's time, basically.
Yeah.
Everything he put out, everything that came out of his mouth was crazy.
It was Wayne's world.
Yeah, it literally was, and like all the mixtapes, the
No
droughts,
pun.
for me is like, for me, the Carter 2 was like the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
You know, Carter 3 for a lot of people though. Like what you said last night at the bar.
Yeah, people be saying Carter 3 is the classic album, but Carter 2 is not.
I think
But I feel like I heard a lot of people talk about Carter 3 more than Carter 2.
I had
It's
that
more
conversation.
successful
Impactful,
album.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a more successful, more impactful album. That was Wayne. That was peak Wayne.
Yeah.
But come on, my G. Go back and listen to Carter 2 and remember that time. You see, the thing is, you have to remember the time.
Shout out Michael Jackson.
And
Yo, that was brilliant, bro.
you an idiot,
bro. That was brilliant.
Thanks, bro.
Can I get it?
Thanks, bro.
Yo, it's nice to meet you, bro. Yo, it was really nice to meet you, bro.
Yo,
Shout out to the cameraman.
Shout out to Mountain Dew, bro. Hold up.
God damn.
Hey.
Do you remember?
I love y'all niggas, man.
make sure you don't drink that shit.
Yeah, don't drink that shit though. That shit's horrible. That shit is
Yeah, don't
horrible.
drink that shit.
But yeah, remember the time.
Dick gonna fall off.
Remember this. Remember it. Remember the time. Remember the time. That
Good, my nigga? You have to remember the time. You have to remember the time period that shit came out to really get it. And when the time period that Carter 3 came out, shit was hot. Time period when Carter 2 came out, shit was hot.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to say they're both classic albums. But besides the point, Carter 4 was neither of that to me. And nobody talks about that album. This album, it felt like it was worked on. Obviously it was. Obviously it's been fucking marinating for 4 years. So this album felt like, there was a lot that went into it. There's records that were made years ago that are on here that just stood the test of time. I think Travis talked about the record that he had on this album, like 2 years ago. He tweeted it like, yo, I got this joint on Carter 5. I hope it comes out. And now we hear the version. That shit sounds like it was on Astroworld. I'm like, bro, that y'all niggas made that 2-3 years ago. Like these records were not made a couple weeks ago. There's a lot on there that's just really dope. The beats, for me, and this album gave me, it really felt like all of the different albums that Wayne has done put into one album. All the different energies, the approaches, all put into one. It's what I didn't know. I didn't know I needed it, but I got it, and now I know I needed it. Hearing like X on the album, and like that, the beginning of the album just made me think like, yo, if this came out when X was alive,
Facts.
that nigga X would have blew. That nigga X was about to be like top 5 niggas.
But
Like,
do you think that he would have been on the album if he was alive, though, is the question. Because he was saying rest in peace and all that. So, like, do you think he would have been on the album? Because that song was fucking fire. But I think that the way that he was going with the song, it was like, he made that shit when he died.
Yeah.
That's a valid point.
Or or it was adjusted when he died.
He would adjust it. Yeah, I think adjusted. Yeah, adjusted.
He could have had the hook
Yeah,
file. He could have had the beat. He could have. The record could have been built in so many different ways. I don't know how that record came about. He could have even, that beat that song probably wasn't even supposed to be on the album, and he probably purchased it. There's a lot of things that could have went on with that.
That too, like if it was something that X did
Had in his estate,
aside,
yeah,
and then he got it,
yeah. I don't know. It'll come out. We'll know.
Yeah.
We'll know. I think everyone wants to know how that came about. Yeah, but if we're listening to that, just made me think. Even if he was alive and he wasn't on Wayne's album, the fact that there's a lot of records. He has a lot of records with a lot of very prominent people that were done before he died, and this reminded me of that. And went, God damn, bro! If this nigga was alive and this shit was coming out, this nigga was about to take over, because he was. We know what X did. Nigga was a spitter. You know what I'm saying? Nigga did his singing shit. Nigga did his rock shit. He did the screamo shit. Like, he had so many bases covered. People were looking at him for this shit. He had so many fans. Bruh, he wasn't even started yet. Like, that's what this made me realize. Like, listen to this, I'm like, Cause that nigga sounds so good next to Wayne, like
Yeah,
vocally.
facts.
I'm
Facts.
like,
I needed
bro.
a verse, bro. I ain't gonna hold. I needed a verse.
That's what I
needed
wanted.
a verse.
When I saw like Triple X is gonna be on Wayne's out Carter 5, I'm like, bro, this nigga about to be getting bars off.
Facts.
And then it was singing, and I was like, okay, I'll take it, but like I wanted the bars. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear this nigga spit. Since he's passed, no records have come out with him spitting. I know there's an album supposedly.
He has an unfinished album that's supposed to.
Yeah, supposedly there's an album that's supposed to come out. I think this year, probably fall, winter.
Who?
X.
Oh, okay.
I think
Nah, because he had another album coming out.
yeah.
What was that called? I forgot what it was called.
I forgot too.
It was like one word though.
And it has the caution tape on the cover and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is gonna come out. That shit about to be hard.
Happened everything good.
And now that what's going on with the camera? Oh, okay. Now that everything is going on with like, now that he's been dropping shit, well, not him, but now that, you know, like the Peep record came out, the Falling Down record came out, the Wayne shit coming out. I think there's another artist that has a X verse or something on it that's coming out soon. New X music is coming out a lot now, and I think that's on purpose. You know, I think his mother is, you know, the timing is right. I think they're gearing up to, you know, put his name in the streams so that when he does drop this album, everybody is already warmed up and ready for it. Which I'm excited for that. Yeah, but I don't know. This album just made me think a lot about that. But to go back to Wayne, what did you think about some of the other features, other than the obvious ones that we liked, other than the Kendrick, other than, you know, like, what did you think about like Nivea and like all that?
The Ashanti song, that shit was like kind of outdated.
It's kind of weird hearing Ashanti, right?
Yeah. Who else was on that song? Ashanti and somebody else.
I was on that.
Wasn't it a dude?
Can you bring up the track list
and read it to yourself?
I'm gonna fuck you up, bro.
They gonna diss us.
I know. I'm here for it. Yeah, I think it definitely was a rapper.
Mac Main.
You said Ja Rule?
It was
Yo, Wayne and Ja will be fire. And today, I'll be fire. Yo, can you give me a real answer? Who's on the song with Ashanti?
It was Mac Main.
Okay, it's Mac Main. You ain't like that record.
Nah, it's not that I didn't like it. It just seemed like
There's a lot of records on the album I
outdated.
don't need.
Yeah.
This isn't a flawless album by any means. The shit that I like on the album makes this album great to me, but the shit that I don't like, I'm just gonna ignore that they exist.
I'm not gonna lie though. The video that he made before, like just announcing that the album's gonna come out, he was saying like, what did he say? He was like, yeah, remember that this was an album that was like supposed to come out like 4 or 5 years ago. Like when he said all that shit, I was like, oh fuck.
He about to give us some bullshit.
He about to give us some bullshit. But I was, you know.
Nah, I could tell. I mean, like I said, you could tell a lot of these records were dope. They were gonna be dope no matter what.
Yeah. That Travis record.
That Travis record is hard. There's a lot of records on there where I was like, damn. I'm sure that Kendrick shit was pre.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know. Because remember when Wayne was teasing that he was retiring.
Oh, and Kendrick went on that
rant in the studio, like, nigga, you can't leave. He was spitting like every
Nigga was
Wayne
damn near about
verse.
to cry. I think he was drunk that night.
Kendrick was fucked up.
Yeah.
Spitting Wayne verses to the screaming at the camera in the studio. That was the hardest shit I was like, bro, this nigga really loved Wayne. Because if you know anything about Kendrick, like if you really like get into his career, he used to sound like Wayne before he was hot. He used to rap just like that nigga. And if you watch his interviews, like Kendrick says that shit, like I used to just want to be Wayne. Like I thought I was Wayne coming up, and then when he switched his shit, that's when he took off to be the person we know now. That's why he has that thing in his voice. He does those inflections in his voice and shit.
Yeah, that's fire.
He got that. He got a lot of that from just listening to Wayne. Which is dope. So it was dope hearing that. It was dope that, you know, after all of that and understanding that, and then hearing Mona Lisa, it's like.
And it was cool. And it was cool that it was a story. It wasn't just
it wasn't just bars. Which is even more. It was made even more like.
That gave me the real Carter 2 vibe. But
Yeah.
Old school Wayne vibe where it was just
he's putting you somewhere.
Yeah, like he's killing it, but we're going somewhere with this.
Yeah.
Like we're getting to
Yeah, I fucked with it. I was very satisfied. I am very satisfied as a listener with that shit. I fucked with that shit.
Hold on. Young Thug.
Oh my god. Yo, your mans. Get your mans, bro. Yo,
I fuck with Jeffrey, man.
I fuck with
Jeff.
I fuck with sex. What he calls himself?
Not calling other men sex,
Yo,
man.
sex.
Not calling other men sex.
If you see him like, yo, what's good? Sex?
Would you tell him to take his socks off?
I don't think he's Thug.
He might not have socks on.
Oh, that's actually true.
He probably walking around in the fucking hills.
Don't talk about people not wearing socks and wearing heels because you came here in loafers with no socks, my G.
I don't wear socks.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They had a slim heel to them.
Yo,
What you wear right now?
I got it.
Platforms.
He does. I got socks on too.
Take them Jones off right quick.
Yo, Young Thug said, so the Carter 5 dropped.
This nigga, Young Thug said,
Barter.
Barter 7 in moments.
Plural. In moments. There's a couple things
Hey,
about
yo.
this. There's a couple things about this that made me laugh hysterically this morning when I read that. For one, what's
The
moments?
ultimate troll, bro.
What's moments?
Ultimate troll. Which moment are we
Is
getting
that
this?
today? Is that 3,000 years from now? In moments. And he put like an emoji, right?
Yeah. I forgot which emoji
And
it
then
was.
the other day he said that
Hold on,
yesterday he said,
the emoji is important though.
The
We gotta
emoji is
figure out what
important.
emoji he used. It was on Twitter, right?
yeah,
All right.
Barter 7 in moments emoji.
I think it might have been the devil.
I think it was the
John.
purple devil.
Oh nah, it was the smiley face with the halo.
Oh, it
over
was the
it.
halo. He's feeling the pressure for some odd reason. Like people can't love Thug and love Wayne.
And he said Lil Baby and Gunna's
He said Lil Baby
mixtape
and
is gonna
Gunna's
be better
mixtape.
than
He
Carter
said Lil
5.
Baby and Gunna's mixtape is about to kill the Carter 5. Why did you even feel the need to say that? What's up with what's your beef with Wayne?
And then he said it's his biggest fan. He's Wayne's biggest fan, but
Did he say did he fuck with Carter 5? Did he say he ain't fuck with it?
he said that before it even came out.
That he didn't fuck with it?
No, he said that before. Like he said, I'm Wayne's biggest fan, but Lil Baby and Gunna's drip tape or album is gonna be better than Carter 5.
Maybe it is.
But how do you didn't even listen to Carter 5 yet?
Maybe he did. I don't know.
Wait, so he dropped he Barter 6 is what he dropped though. That's that album he came out with, right?
The recently? The EP?
No, like that album that when he was like
Oh,
in
yes,
that red.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so because I was wondering why would he say Barter 7?
Yeah.
That was Barter 6. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking disrespectful, man. Why let Wayne live his life, man?
Yeah, niggas let you live your life. You
Let
just
that-
he just dropped a good EP.
Every song was hard. Every song.
What's the problem?
Every song that drum.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on with that nigga, man. I hope he's all right. Wayne is.
I hope his socks were on.
Yo.
Dead ass.
Y'all niggas keep with these socks, my G.
Yo,
It's funny because I'm the only nigga wearing slippers.
you cozy in your own environment, bro.
Yeah.
On the block.
Keep talking about my block, too. Like, I don't know.
It's no disrespect, bro.
There was only one person that came here and made your block weird.
Yeah. Nigga, anyway.
Let's not get into you. Pause. Pause.
We done? We got anything else?
I got anything else?
Yo, man, if you watching this, well, you are watching this right now. Wow. Yo, if you have any topic suggestions for us, things you want us to cover or talk about, feel free to drop them in the comments. Feel free to email them. Feel free to hit us up in our DMs. Feel free to comment on Instagram. Feel free to do anything. Send us topic suggestions. We are willing to listen. If you send some stupid shit, you're obviously never going to hear us talk about it. So don't be mad.
Yo, should we have people in here like more often? Because this was a good.
I love when people are in
Carmega
here.
was in here.
I love when people are in
giving,
here.
talking and
This is
feedback
what
and shit. I like that.
This is, I
Yeah.
know, usually we have people in here and they're like,
It's hard for you because you on camera and you gotta move and, you
and you're
can't.
far away from the mics.
Yeah.
We need to get another mic in here.
But I like
But
it.
it's cool because it felt like the regular conversation.
That's all I'm saying.
I do got another silly ass topic.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Do you know the one? It sounds silly, but like, do you legitimately give bums money when they ask for it? Oh shit! I know.
Do you?
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Have you ever given a bum money?
have I given? Maybe like one time, but that shit was super rare.
I've done it.
Like
I've done it a few times. I actually just did it yesterday.
I did it like a couple weeks ago.
I gave him 50 cents.
Dude, so what's funny was I had cash in my wallet, and I was in Penn Station, and I remember looking at my cash and thinking like, I'm giving this money to a bum today. I dead ass thought that to myself. I never thought that in my life. Like I dead ass looked at my wallet, was like, I got some cash. I'm giving this money away today. And then, but I was gonna wait until somebody came up to me for it. So I'm literally about to leave Penn Station. Like I'm about to get on the train. I'm getting my ticket, and I tap on my shoulder. Hey man, do you have like couple 60 cents? I need to get it. I was like, bro, I've been waiting for you all day. And I said that to him. He was like, what? And I was like, bro, here you go. I gave him $3. He was like, oh man, awesome. He was like so hyped, man. And it was fucking dope. I mean, he didn't go buy dope with it, but it was dope, is what I meant.
yeah.
Well, no, when I saw him go buy the ticket, he needed the money to get a ticket to go. You know, bums always want to get on the train.
Yeah, but it depends. For me, it depends on where I'm at, because like Providence, their homeless people was different.
Everywhere is homeless people is different.
Nice.
Yeah.
But, yo, it was a homeless dude. He was like, hey, I remember, I'll never forget this.
Well, I mean, he's homeless, but he got clothes.
He was dressing nice as hell.
Yo.
Hey, he had this fresh gear on.
Yo,
He was like,
that's
hey,
the worst.
He's like, hey, can you give me money for a trade? My mom is dying in Arkansas. Da, da, da. I was like, oh shit.
oh shit.
My mom
Niggas sound mad realistic and shit.
Bro, he was like damn near in tears. I'm like, bro, you can have this dollar, bro. Go get on the train. Go. I seen this motherfucker 3 days later. I'm like, bro, I thought your mom was dying. He started walking past her. I was like, no. Come here, bro. Them brand new jeans. Give me my fucking bread.
You told him that?
But niggas be scamming though.
Take them fucking jeans off.
Niggas be on scam.
I mean, as a whole.
Wait, hold up. Wait, stop. Wait, hold on, stop. Did you run a nigga for his pants?
Is that thing?
Did you tell a nigga take his pants off?
Yo, my G. Hey, yo, my G, take them pants off, bro. Take your pants off, bro.
Hey, yo, drop your drawers real quick, my nigga.
Yo, my G. Wait.
Hey, yo, take your fucking pants off, my nigga. Give me your pants, my G.
Let me run my fingers through your beard, bro.
Nice as hell. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yo, I want to see your motherfucking ass cheeks, my nigga. Take your motherfucking pants off, my nigga. What the fuck is you doing? That you ran at me.
Hey, yo, my G. Everything below the waist, run that, my G. Run that.
Hold on. So a bum, hold on. So you made a bum pay you?
That's
I
lit.
told you he was the mob boss.
That's
in
lit.
New Jersey, bro.
That's
I
lit.
told you when he showed up here in a burgundy jacket and loafers with no socks
He
on.
had nice fucking jeans on. I'm like, bro, I don't even got jeans that nice.
He felt like he didn't deserve it.
Bro, it's
So you took
he
it to
told
a
me his
whole
mom
other
was
level.
dying.
You took it to a whole
mom probably was
Your mom
dying.
He
not
needed
dying,
something.
bro.
How you know?
Your boy needed something, and then you
Why you
took.
not there, bro? Why you not? You here?
He got to get his
You ain't
jeans.
get the Arkansas back that quick?
Maybe she stopped dying. How you know?
And I mean, listen, in totality, like on an average, if I could count, I'm not giving a bum money, like
Right. Me either.
on an average, just because, like, for one,
There's a lot of bums.
it's a lot of fucking bums, and for two,
You choose.
yeah, for two, we live in America. I think it's pretty equal opportunity. It's a bunch of McDonald's around, you know, in the world, Wawa's, well, in Jersey at least. You can employ yourself, I believe, right?
You could get a job.
Get a fucking job.
Get a fucking job, bro.
Okay, yes. So the reason I even brought this up was because I was doing a delivery in Trenton train station.
All right.
Y'all know Trenton train
Yeah.
station. So now this bum that he's always there every week. So this bum, it was just the way he came at me, because he didn't even come at me like. So I did the same thing you do, where I had change in my wallet. I'm like, all right, this for a bum, dead ass. Like, I don't encounter a gumball machine. I'm like, oh, let me just drop in 50 cents and watch the little fucking gum thing come down the circle.
Right.
No, it's for a bum. He came to me and was like, yo, you got $1? I said, bitch, you have the audacity to ask for a whole dollar bill? You skipped, I respected it in the beginning. You skipped the whole 25 cent, 50 cent. He said straight dollar. I respect it. And in my head, I was about to be like, nah, but I got 50 cents. But what actually came out was get a fucking job.
Oh, wow.
Like I didn't plan on that at all.
Well, my thing is, like,
I've heard mad.
why they can't be honest? Like, how much money do you really want, my G? Like, how much? What are you doing with a dollar?
Buying bums food is usually the way to go.
That's what I'm saying. What are you doing with $1 though?
Yeah.
Because a lot, obviously, obviously there's two things.
The fee goes up.
Motherfuckers be scamming and they don't really be homeless and they be just trying to get a couple dollars every day from everybody so they can scam niggas.
I thought about doing that.
And the other thing is
to prove a point.
And the other thing is,
acting like I was a bum.
And the other thing is that niggas be buying drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, niggas will buy drugs. So usually buying food is the best thing. It's just that day I decided to. I was like, man, I'm giving this shit to a nigga. If somebody asks, fuck it if you buy drugs. I
gotta be a nigga. Niggas is bums.
Don't do that.
Oh man.
Don't do that.
Jesus.
Damn.
Don't do that. Because Tyler will sit in his chair and I'll leave.
Damn.
That's the conversation you trying to have.
Yeah, Tyler will throw on his glasses and sit down.
Yeah.
Tyler put the
Don't
suit
make
back
me get
on.
my glasses. Don't make me get my glasses.
Told niggas he was gonna be in the suit, but he not anymore.
Yeah.
No, but it's just that you brought up a valid point, and that's how I felt. Where it's like, now everyone's situation is different, and I'm not saying that there isn't foul play when people go to apply for jobs and shit like that. You know, that might fly under the radar. But by and large, on average, you could say, yo, if you want to work, you can.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to bums, literally face to face, where they're like, well, I don't want to work.
I squared up with a bum at McDonald's in Trenton. Nigga started hitting my car, so I hopped out.
You might have to park a nigga.
They sit up. Nah, they sit at the end of the drive-through and they beg for whatever food you got. Yeah, as you pulling off. And I ain't getting.
I definitely know that McDonald's, boy.
People was giving him shit, and I was like, all right, bet. So I ain't give him nothing because I'm hungry, nigga. And I'm pulling off, and he like started punching my window. So I'm like, oh, where? I hit the fucking parking spot, pulled up. I was like, nigga, what's up? He's like, oh, please, God, no. And I'm like, all right, nigga, like, don't be touching niggas' cars. Like, you could beg, like, free country. Don't touch my shit. I'll beat your ass.
It's Jersey for one.
What is you doing?
I got kids in the car. I gotta feed my kids.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Nigga,
You ain't even like that, my G. Nah, but you know what's funny? That's like that. Yo, you know what's funny? It's like that. There's been times where like a bum is like, will ask me for some money, and I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, nigga, I'm broke too. Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm broke too, my G.
He's like, bro, can I get $1? I'm like, bro, you probably got more dollars in your pocket than me, bro.
facts.
Yo.
Facts.
Yo.
Or like niggas, or like they don't believe you when you don't have cash.
Fuck you mean you ain't got no? Look at your jacket.
You got bags. I'm like, yeah, cards, my nigga. I got cards.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking about? You know how this works. You live in New York. I don't got cash. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. That shit. That question came to my mind because there was like a span in my life for like 3 months where I just kept having issues with bums. I'm like, bro, is it me? Like, is it me?
No, man, it's just hard.
You remember that, bro?
Yeah.
I was venting to you about it. It was mad bums that
hard.
I just had to get in my bag with, and I'm starting to think I'm the problem. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it wasn't my job takes me to a lot of crazy places.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just in Jersey, bro. It was in Philly. I'm cursing at bums. It's in Trenton. It's in New York. It's in upstate PA, and they don't even got that many up there. The 5 that are there, I have a problem with all 5.
You know what you should do though? Start doing like learn how to channel people out. You know, like act like you deaf one day. Like you're literally deaf. Like you cannot hear.
I tried. And the one in Philly, I did try this actually. It happened.
No, I've dead ass ignored like bums before. Like, cause I don't
all
want
the time.
Yeah, I don't want to seem like that guy. I don't even like.
That's the best route. And what happened was I'm working, so I can't just walk away. So I'm delivering to a store and shit. And I just ignored him. And then he started making shotgun noises with his mouth and fake pumping it.
Yeah.
He was like, boom, like dead ass at me. And
Where was this at?
And by the time it's North Philly.
Oh, you wait? Did you give him the money?
Did I give him the money?
Nigga
After
was
that.
nigga was fake shooting him. You know,
I'm saying after that, you gave him the money though.
You got
fuck is you? He got robbed.
That nigga don't remember what happened.
He don't remember. About my business, I'm working.
After
I heard
he-
the noise, but
after-
I'm not exactly sure what it is. You feel me? There's little kids walking around. That could be it. We in North Philly. There's a lot of wild shit that happened out there. So I'm like not even paying attention to it until I look over and he's in the middle of the parking lot, like he's prone, bro. Like he's not standing straight up, like he's crouched on some COD shit. And he's pumping it at me and looking at me.
Is that
good? He's just looking at me, and I remember telling you this story, and in my head I was just like, yo, like that's funny as hell. I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm at work. And the same thing happened again that happened in Trenton, where I was like, all right, I'm gonna turn around and continue my work. But what actually happened was, I was like, who the fuck are you pointing that at? And like, for that moment, I
think he was pointing at you.
He was pointing his imaginary shotgun at me. And I don't like anything being pointed at me. So I snapped.
On the flip side, my mom, my mom is a spiritual person. So like, on her end of it, if she seen a bum, she would say like, you know, one time it might be like your guardian angel, or like an angel trying to test you to see like, you know, your will. And so she, every time she sees a bum, if she has money, and she usually like, you know, might have some spare cash, whatever, she gives a bum money every time.
She don't be in New York a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Well, shit. No. I mean, somebody broke in her car when she went shopping before. She was stupid. No disrespect, mom. But yeah, she went shopping like crazy, like a spree, and had all the bags in the car and be going back out to walk. Niggas must have been watching, broke into the truck and stole the bags.
Wait, what they got to do with her giving money?
Well, if you gonna do that, would you give people money, you know, in the same area? You said New York.
Oh no, because I'm saying there's a lot of bums.
Homeless.
I'm saying there was
probably homeless niggas that did that.
I'm saying there's a lot of homeless and shit like that. That too. But I'm saying there's a lot of homeless. Like you have to have a lot of money if you gonna give it every time to it. You know what I mean?
Well, not literally like that. Like when you out, you
like,
just
I'm just handing out dollars,
like over and shit.
That's what I imagined in my head when you said that. I was like, damn, bro, that's right. Pull out.
No, you know, in Jersey, you don't really see like that. Like at nighttime, you usually see shit like that.
Yeah. Motherfuckers pull up on you at 1:30.
Does your mom still do the same thing even though her car got broken into?
Yeah, she still does it because she just thinks of more of a spiritual level.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I feel that. Yeah. I know people that are like that too.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash, so
I never carry cash.
I got cash on me right now.
I don't got.
If I carry
I never
cash,
carry cash.
it's for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to
like
get.
I said, I'll give them a cigarette over
Absolutely.
money. Like, and then I stopped actually giving them cigarettes because they're expensive.
I ain't giving niggas shit for unless I was in that rare vibe that I was at that one day. Where I was like, this shit is for a bum.
Like,
Actually, I think I'm gonna start giving them food.
But I was gonna wait till a nigga asked for it.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm not gonna put it on Instagram though.
Nah.
I'm not gonna put it on Instagram like how y'all lame ass niggas be doing. Like
I know somebody that I know somebody that took a bum. I know somebody that took a bum to McDonald's to get them something to eat, and was like, "Yo, just get whatever you want." And this motherfucker went crazy.
The bum sold and put it on his tab.
Like a $30 meal. Like you bought everything on the menu.
Put it on my man's tab over there.
Motherfucker was like, "Yo, you dead ass."
Get whatever you want.
I'm a hungry bastard. Crazy. Yo, spent the bag for real.
You had to get every number.
No.
I thought that shit was hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me get the
5,
1 through
6,
8.
8.
Let me get the 1 through 9.
All right, man. We ain't talking about shit.
Facts.
Let's shut it down. This is a long ass episode. Nah, don't shut it down yet. All right. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
Facts.
If you don't like and subscribe and you watch this shit every week, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna come find you. I'm gonna
What
come
is the
find
point?
you, and I'm going to
Who
murder
raised you? That's so crazy, bro. Like, who raised
do
you? Just subscribe. It's
gonna do
just the norm. Fuck this.
Use this in court. Well, you can't because you'll be dead.
Or I could sue the people.
Before they watch the next episode, they put some fucking.
And thank you for all the new people that have come since our comeback, that have started watching it, following, and everything like that.
Facts.
All the newcomers, we appreciate you. Welcome. You know,
Tell your friends and your family.
Remember that we have to do that extra episode sometime within the next couple of weeks because I'm not gonna be here.
Okay.
And Tyler is imaginarily not gonna be here. He's just not gonna be here because I'm not gonna be here.
I'm gonna be in DC.
Oh yeah, sure. Cool story, bro.
I thought you wasn't going out no more.
Howard's Homecoming? That's not going out around here. I'm going to network.
yo, listen.
All right. Thank you for watching, motherfuckers. What's that?
Me and Carmega gonna do this shit ourselves.
Y'all can do it.
We could do it.
We can hold it down.
If y'all, no, I'm dead ass. If that's what
Yeah,
y'all
nah.
want to do it.
I'm dead ass.
Okay, like it's either that or we do an extra episode because that episode has to come out that Monday.
I'm saying we could do 2 episodes with 1 episode.
Okay,
You be
but
on
one do
there
the
and
extra
one
and do
with
another
him.
one. All right.